What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So as you know, I got my new 2023 Road Glide CVO. I did a previous video on the delivery and also on getting it detailed and ceramic coated. Really enjoy this bike. And now it's time to start doing some upgrades to it. There's not much available for it yet. They're still working on seats. They're still working on a bunch of things, but there are a few things that I want to do that I'm going to share with you here in this video. So as you know, it has a Rockford Foxgate system in it with speakers in the bags, which I personally have not had before. My Road Glide ST did not have rear speakers, and so kind of new for me for that. But I want to be able to secure them. And there's a company called Robert Becker Designs, owned by Bob Becker and assisted by his son, Robert Becker Jr. Great US-based company, made in USA. Solid products, everything else. Super nice guy. I've talked to Bob quite a few times and he's really cool. I've interacted with his son Robert in some emails, and just a great company and great people. So they have a product which are seat locks and bag locks, and they're really cool. I use the seat locks on all my Harley bikes. I had the bag locks on my Road Glide ST to help secure them. And they're the barrel key types. And the neat thing that's really cool about it is, as you know, I use lid locks for all my bars to lock my helmets up, right? Well, those are a barrel key, right? So they have this little barrel key in the end like that. And when you order these from Robert Becker Design, you can give them a key number and they will key all your locks to match that number that you have if you have a lid locks or another barrel type key securing device, which is so awesome. So if you don't use lid locks and you have a different solution, fine. When you order these, if you decide to get them, just tell them the number that you want them keyed all the same, and you'll have one key to open up, take the bags off and unlock your seat and everything else, which is so much better. I didn't have that for my Road Glide, so it was kind of a pain in the butt, but very cool that they have that now. So what I got with this is I got the seat lock, which is this little guy right here, and it comes with this special design little topper on here, right? The locking mechanism. Mine are all black, so it's just got the Robert Becker Design logo here on the front. You've got the barrel key on the front, also all black. You can get a chrome or you can get it black. You can get these in a variety of colors. And the way this thing goes is this replaces your seat bolt that goes on there, whichever you use, right? And then this thing goes on top of it and secures it. Now the cool thing and the ingenious part about this is if you look at these dimples right there in the end, and there's a pin that sticks out in the bottom of this, and I'll show it more closely when I'm putting it on, but I just want to kind of give you an idea. When you screw this thing down and get it in there, you put the pin out, this slides over the top, and this becomes your wrench. So you can turn that thing and get it nice and secure. Then once it's all done, you undo the lock, the pin bounces back in, you slide it all the way down and secure it down, and then you push the pin back in, and all this thing does is spin around this little groove right here, and you can't get it off. There's this metal pin in there that stops you from pulling that thing off of there, and you can't get no pressure on it to loosen it or anything. Very ingenious design. I love these things. And so they also have the bag locks, which replaces the locks that hold your bags on to your bike, right? And so they come with a bolt as well, all designed to fit Harleys. And you get one lock like so per set of bag locks, right? So that's it. You just have that one going in, this goes in, and it locks on there. So I bought 2 sets because I want to make sure that I have locks for each side, and I want all of them to utilize this. I don't want to have it looking uneven and balanced, right? So that's just what I did. You guys don't have to do that. You can have these go on there and just lock one-on-one on each side, and then they can't get this thing off to pull your bags off and get your speakers or whatever if they're happening to get the locks open. So I bought 2 sets so that I could have this little connector right here match on each side on both bags, because I'm kind of weird that way. But anyway, pretty slick. So you get them all keyed the same. They send you a whole bunch of keys, right? So that's good. You get all these little things that come in a nice little package with your key code on it. and little bags protecting all of it so it doesn't get scratched up during the shipping process. Just really, really cool. So highly recommend them, love them, super easy to put on. This is like gonna be like a 5-minute thing. It's gonna take me longer to film it than it's gonna be to put them on, but I wanna show you how it all works, right? So awesome stuff, and great company, US based, American made, all that good stuff. And I'm a huge supporter of that, so you guys know it's important to me. And I'm sure it's important to a lot of you as well. So, all right, so we've got the 4 studs that are gonna go in, 2 on each side for the bag locks, right? And then we're gonna go in and also put the seat on there. Now remember, when you order a set of the bag locks, right, you get a set of these and 2 locks that go on top. That's it. You don't have one for either side. It just replaces 1 bolt. So if you want all of them to be the same and replace all of those so you don't have 1 locked one and 1 stock one, then get 2 sets, and then you put them all on there and it's all keyed the same. So you just pop, pull them out, little wrench right there, easy to go, easy peasy. So, all right, let me get the camera turned around. We'll start with the seat and then we'll work on the bags and see if we can get a good shot on that. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so now we got it turned around. You can see here I have the stock Harley bolt that came with the CVO. So with the CVOs, it's not, at least on this one anyway, it's not a screw. It's a cool little Harley Davidson logo on here, and I've already loosened it, but I'll show you what that looks like. Oops. So you can see it's a cool little Harley Davidson logo that's on there for that. So that comes with it, with the bike when you purchase it. So that's what we're gonna change out. So now this is just how stupid simple this is. You unscrew that, then you take this cool little lock right here, and you can see on the top it has those bevel notches right here that notches in, and then there's this little caveat right here where that pin will sit there and spin around like I talked about. And then on the inside of the lid, you can see here it's got that little pin that is activated by the barrel lock, right? So that just goes right in there and drops in. So it's really slick the way that it works. It works real effectively. And the fact that you can get them all keyed the same and have them work with what you have existingly if you've got the lid locks, or if you don't and you want to have them just there to be able to work on, you know, have all bags and everything else the same if you get them, right? So pretty easy. Standard barrel key, just like this, right? Goes in there. So what you do when you remove that lock, you just take this little guy, and it's got a little rubber thing there and a little rubber compression deal on that. You just screw this guy in all the way down flush, get it as tight as you can with your finger. And I'll show you here so you can see that little pin is in there, right? And when you unlock it, that pin pushes back. So now, if this was to sit on here, this just spins. There's no wrench, right? So I haven't tightened it down yet, right? So we push this, push this pin in. You see it pop in there. You set this guy on it, and now you can crank that down as tight as you want. Make it good and snug. Then you take your key, put it back in there, pop the pin out like that. All right, so now the pin's popped out. Put it on there, and here's the part you got to remember. There is that little rubber seal that's around there. This has to be pushed down, all the way down. Then you push this pin in right here, like that, and that locks it. And now, this just spins around. You can't get that thing off. It's got that little pin going in there like 1/8 of an inch. It's not coming out of that stainless steel bolt. So looks very nice. I like having the all black. If you've got a white bike, a red bike, whatever, you can get that with the lettering colored in. You can get the chrome or the black barrel end right there, which is cool. I like it that. and you just have it sit there just like that. And that's it, man. You're talking like a 3-minute deal to get it in there and put it in, and it just looks so much better. And it's not a screw hanging there. It's not a tool that someone can get and go buy and have the same tool that unlocks all the same bolts. So it's a pretty slick thing. So just like that, very simple. And it's the same thing for the bags, but we'll go through that and I'll show you that as well, and get the camera turned around. So awesome stuff. Back in a minute. Okay, so now we got it all switched around here, aimed at the bag. So bag's closed at the moment. So we just reach down here, just like normal, open up your bag. You can see the inside here. Now I have my CVO bag liner bag in here just because they don't have bag liners yet for this model. So once they do, then I'll have a formal bag liner in here. But this one here and this one here is your stock bag screws, right? So all you're gonna do is take those out, and I'm just gonna do one at a time, just so I don't have to hold the bag and manipulate it. So break it loose. It's got a little ratcheting washer on there that tights back in there, and it works really great as well because they come with that with the new one for the Robert Becker designs, right? So this little washer right here, it's got the dimples. That's what gives it the ratcheting on there to lock it in, right? So you take that one off. You take your new Robert Becker Designs bolt. Let me get here where I can see it. There we go. New Robert Becker Designs bolt. Same thing. It's got the locking dimple washer. It's got the little rubber thing right there that makes that go down nice and smooth. It's got the channel right there to work in the lock. It's got the top that's the same way. The only difference is it's a longer bolt, right? So if you match them up, you can see it matches up the same as your stock one with the same thread type. So great job on their part getting that squared away. So really, because I didn't take the bag off, this should just screw right in. So we're gonna screw that one in. You can hear it hitting that little ratchet washer, right? So before I lock that one down, I'm gonna go ahead now and take the back one off. Like that. I'm going to leave it aiming that way. Now you can use the same one on the other one if you want to have the one ready to go, but since I've got two, I'll just tighten that up. She's not coming off. So simple, such a brilliant design. I don't know why no one thought about that years ago, and it's just awesome. So that's it. They're locked on there. They look good. They're black. They match. Awesome product. And now we'll slide over and do the other side. All right, back in a minute. All right, here we are on the left side bag. Open it up. See, I still got my cool liner in here. Same thing. I mean, this is really just that simple. Locked on, not going anywhere, just like that. And you only have to have one key on your key ring, which makes it nice. And it's just this little, barrel key. And that now opens both sides and the seat and my lid locks on my bar. So stoked about that. So anyway, there you go, quick and simple. Just like that, looks great, very functional, easy to use, quality product made in the USA. Just awesome. So, all right, we'll spin the camera back around. So there you go, pretty simple. And talk about keys. I'm telling you, you get keys. I got a whole bunch of keys all back here on the workbench, which is awesome. So You can have them on your spares, you can have 2 on your ring, you can do whatever just in case one gets bent or whatever, right? So never had any problems with them. Locks work tremendously. Same with the lid locks, everything's really good with that. And just super, super happy with this product. Highly recommend it. Can't tell you anything better about it. It's amazing. And again, American made, US based company. Bob Becker, awesome guy. Talked to him several times. Super nice guy. Same with his son, Robert Jr. And it's worth it. I mean, it's worth it to be able to get the keys matched and all that in a high quality lock like that. There's just nothing better in my opinion. No one's getting my seat, no one's getting my bags. They might take the speakers out if they ever get the bag open, but they're not getting it. So can't recommend it anymore. I'll have a link in the description of their site and which ones I got and stuff like that, so you guys can reference them. Very easy to maneuver, lots of choices to go through, and they have some other products on there as well. So definitely check them out. Super easy install. If I wasn't filming this, I would be done in 8 minutes. It's just so simple to do, and man, what a difference to secure your bike and secure your stuff so nothing happens to it. So highly recommend it. Like, subscribe, give me feedback or questions. I like all the comments, you know that. Doesn't matter if you're good, bad, or indifferent. It's always good to know so people get all the insight. So have a good one, be good humans, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Starting to put some miles on it, but I had to, got it,